Now, Eyewitness Sports.
Welcome to another edition of WPRI Double OT. Yanni Karakis, Ruthie Polinsky, Mark Dondero. Huge Double OT slate today.
Massive.
Huge.
Big. Hugely
We're going to start
big.
with the hugely biggest topic.
And that would be?
It's a little stressful.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little stressful. URI PC basketball tomorrow. Huge implications for both teams. They come away with this win.
Well, before we get into the pick.
Okay. No,
you are at URI this week. What'd you think of everything?
I was honestly very shocked at the calmness of Dan Hurley. And that was evident when he told the media this is the least amount of anxiety he's had heading into this game in his, time that he's been here. I think that's very telling, especially when you don't have EC Matthews on the floor tomorrow night.
I think he figures there's a weight off his shoulder last year getting to the NCAA tournament, but it's 0-5 against PC in his 5 years here. The streak for the programs is 0-7. I actually think there's more pressure on URI than PC, Mark, because URI is at home.
Why would there be more pressure on PC?
No, there's more.
Well, there's not equal pressure. There's more pressure on URI to win. I felt this way last year.
Yeah.
Every year, I guess, until the streak ends.
It's not a surprise. Yes.
But I would agree. I thought Dan Hurley was really calm leading into this. And
Dan Hurley and calm don't typically go together.
He likes his team, must like the matchup. And I love the Ed Cooley soundbite about it's a shame that they don't fill up the Ryan Center, because I was kind of like, he used to coach there as an assistant. It was almost like a backhanded dig, but it was also like he's a champion for basketball in the state. He wants the game to be he wants them to sell out every game when PC's not there. But to be fair, PC doesn't always sell out the dunk for non-conference games, especially.
Right. I thought that comment from Cooley was interesting. A little spice to it. I wonder how URI maybe felt like that was a little bit of shade. I think Ed Cooley felt genuine about his statement. I don't think there was any.
I think everyone agrees more fans could go to Kingston.
Absolutely.
But when it's
Dan
Hurley, I think would echo the same sentiment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he always calls out his.
And just before we get to the picks as well, just seeing these two teams play this year has been impressive thus far, to say the. I just feel like this game has so much hype because both these programs are teams that are going to be in contention down the stretch.
Tournament teams. Just say what they are. They're tournament teams.
Dan Hurley said, it's big because it's a top 30, top 50 RPI win. In addition to the rivalry stuff, it's big for their NCAA tournament resume come Selection Sunday to beat a quality team. And obviously, PC has more chances at good wins playing in the Big East, which he said, than URI does because the A10 is down this year. So this is a big game, Mark. You're working on your hype piece right now. What's your hype level like?
Oh, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm excited. And are we giving a pick? I think I'm going to. I know I'm picking Providence to win the game. Ooh. Picking Providence to win the game, and here's why.
Okay.
I simply cannot pick against the Friars, a team that has proven, a staff that has proven they know how to win this game, with EC Matthews not playing for URI. You have that point guard matchup, Kyron Cartwright. I was hoping it would be EC. It's not going to be EC, obviously.
It's Jarvis Garrett.
And I like Jarvis Garrett. Mm-hmm. But it's not EC Matthews. And do I think it's going to be close? Do I feel really super confident? No. But I am picking Providence to win this game. If URI can find, I know they're at home, but if URI can find a way to win without EC, I'll be even more impressed. There is no way I cannot pick URI to win this game without EC Matthews. The point guard, in college basketball, point guard play is so important. I can't do it. I'm picking Providence to continue the streak. They're going to win in Kingston.
You go, and then I'll
All
be
right,
the.
I don't think you can go wrong with either pick. I'm going with URI, despite them losing EC, because they have such good guard depth, and they've adapted without EC Matthews. And I think beating Brown, how great of a win is that? I don't know, but they looked pretty good the last few times out. A nice, impressive win over Seton Hall with Fats Russell and the depth there. I mean, Jarvis Garrett is a nice player, but I think Jared Terrell has really taken on the scoring burden. He played really well in Brooklyn, so I think they can do enough. Stan Robinson is playing well in the backcourt without EC, and I don't think either team has a great front court, so it's going to be won and lost in guard play. I think it's just going to be, like the last couple of years, a back-and-forth game, go down to the final minutes, and I think the home crowd is just sort of that edge that they need. 2 years ago in Kingston, PC, a Ben Bentel tip-in off like a miss. So I think it's going to come down to the final plays. And I think URI believes they can win. I don't know if they always thought that in recent years. So I'm going to pick the Rams.
All right, I guess we got one PC, one URI. Drum roll, please.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ding, 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 ding. I'm going to go URI. I haven't been here to witness the previous matchups, but I have seen both these teams play this year. I'm very disappointed that we don't have EC on the floor.
And to be fair, we don't have Emmett Holt for the.
We don't have Emmett Holt for
PC,
for
who's
PC.
arguably their best player.
Absolutely, that's a heartbreaker as well. One thing I will say for PC that I think gives them an edge in this game is that they didn't have that easy win over Ryder that maybe people thought they were going to have. They it came down to the last couple minutes. They weren't playing great defensively, so they're kind of coming in after, URI just kind of cruised through Brown, whereas PC kind of had to grind out a win, and they're coming in like ready to prove themselves. So I think that gives PC an edge, but I think with URI, I think URI is playing better defensively. Their shooting has been unbelievable, and their guard depth, obviously. Jeff Doughton has been playing really well.
He's been playing well.
I just think that, and with Fats, Dan Hurley talked about him yesterday when I was there. Dan Hurley, I think, quote, referred to him as a legend in the making. So right now they're just kind of letting him do his thing. He's shooting great from beyond the arc. He's shooting great in general. He's just kind of a ballsy player.
But PC
can go out there.
Against Boston College was shooting lights out too.
True.
With Jalen Lindsay
it's going to be so
Cartwright
good.
and Bullock.
I can't wait. I can't wait to be
It's going to be a good game.
I can't wait for the atmosphere.
Well, one thing's for sure. PC's not afraid. Ed Cooley's not afraid. They'll go down there, hostile environment. I think they cherish it.
I will say one more thing, that yesterday when I was there at practice, we were waiting outside for our media availability. We were waiting outside the Ryan Center, and we heard they were blasting sound, like emulating crowd noise, which is interesting because this is obviously going to be just an unbelievably packed
Two tournament teams, both teams.
I can't wait. It's going to feel like it's going to have a tournament.
Oh yeah, of course.
Feel.
Maybe the best, when you combine the two teams, the best collection of talent on both teams since we've been here. Is EC Matthews URI's best player?
Yeah.
Okay, if he is, and you're trying to get me to pick against Providence with URI down their best player, I can't do it.
If they lost EC last game and were adjusting on the fly, I think they've kind of found their niche without him.
Sure.
That I'm confident in enough.
And Jarrett and these guys have been, and another thing that's interesting is PC is kind of depending on some of their younger guys to step up right now. Still, maybe some of them still finding their groove. URI similarly with Jeff and Fats, but Fats doesn't really seem to be phased by much at this point.
Big.
Jeff Doughton, he's been, he was there last year, so they played. He was there for the tournament. They've seen these big games. They played in these.
Watson and Ashton Langford, the freshmen for PC, have been good.
Yeah, they've been great, but this is going to be a new type of environment for them to play in, so it'll be interesting. I can't wait. Woo! It's going to be great.
The last thing I'll say is, you really, and we've talked about this too, you really want ultimate bragging rights, you go further in the tournament.
Right.
This win is nice.
This is big, though, for the fan base.
It is big. But if he goes 0-6 and then makes the Sweet 16, ultimately, who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing. We'll just put it in perspective by saying that.
That's kind of what he said yesterday, too.
All right,
next question. We're going to get so much hate on Twitter
from those guys.
All right, who you got, Patriots or Bills? I'll go first. I got the Patriots. Yanni screwed me last week in our game picks. He put up that I picked the Dolphins when really I had the Pats winning huge. People were just grilling me on Twitter.
Screw.
So I'm just going to flat out and say Patriots by 2 touchdowns. Easy.
Is that what your score was on Northern Nation? There was a bad innuendo over there.
Okay. I got the Patriots winning.
I think it's going to be closer than.
I think it's actually going to be a little closer than last week I picked a huge blowout. I have them winning. It'll probably be a game where they're in control, and then the Bills chip away, and it's close for a minute in the third quarter, and the Patriots eventually win. A little lower scoring. Buffalo, I don't know what the weather's going to be like. Defense has been playing well. Patriots win. Move on.
Everyone talks about the hype of playing at Buffalo, and it's this crazy environment. Well, Patriots are used to it. I'm not fazed by that at all.
Brady is 26-3. The stat we had in the show earlier, Tom Brady can be the winningest quarterback in Buffalo as an opposing player since 2001, which is unfathomable. The Pats' offense is rolling. I think their defense has found its niche. I think they'll be able to corral Tyrod Taylor. They struggled a little bit with the mobile quarterbacks of Watson and Cam Newton earlier this year, but think they win by, I forget what I picked, but 10, 31, 21.
Yeah.
Are you concerned anything will be thrown on the field?
Any sex toys like last year? Hopefully
Correct.
not. And God
say
bless
sex on the
our
show?
producer
Yes.
who's going to that game. Hopefully she gets out safe and sound.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, pretty ho-hum with the Pats.
Love that. Next question.
Yeah.
All right, better young core, the Celtics or the 76ers? Who has
This
the
is
better?
tough because are we counting
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving? Because when
Yeah,
you talk
that's my-
about
that was going to be my
counting
point.
Don't discount Kyrie.
all right, because if you're
Why?
discounting Irving, it's the Sixers because they have Embiid, Simmons, and Markelle Fultz, who we haven't really seen yet, versus Tatum and Brown.
All right, what about with
24.
Kyrie? 25.
With
Kyrie.
I'll pick the Celtics with Kyrie. Without Kyrie, definitely not. If Embiid stays healthy, you got to go Sixers, but that's a huge if. These big guys, they don't really see. He's had injury issues already. Fultz, number one pick, is he going to be great? I don't know, but Simmons looks like an all-star starter. Ben Simmons
Can't shoot
looks,
free throws,
Can't shoot-
but
I know,
okay.
Hack of Simmons. I think Simmons and Embiid at the end of the day will be better than Tatum and Brown, but I think Kyrie's the best player out of all of them.
You have to count Kyrie. Like this
Yeah, we're
dude,
counting Kyrie. Let's
you
count
gotta
Kyrie.
count Kyrie.
So with Kyrie, I'm picking the Celtics, but the 76ers, that core three is
Bomb.com.
really...
Okay. First of all, you could make the argument that the Celtics' young core is incomplete just based on the fact that they have that pick, that Lakers-Sacramento pick, because that's going to be a significant player, we think. Top
Is
5?
it? Top 5? Why? Based on the Lakers being bad?
Well, if they get it in the top 5, that's a big piece you add. Or if the following year they get but we can't talk about that for a while, so let's forget about it. I just wanted to make a mention of that. With Kyrie, the answer is the Celtics. Mainly because I've seen him do it before, and if you add to the fact that he's 25 and still a part of the young core, I've seen him do it before. I've seen him hit the game-winning shot in the finals.
Right.
So I've seen it. These guys are good, but you said Embiid's been injured. Simmons can't shoot free throws. None of them have sniffed the playoffs. Ben Simmons didn't even go to the tournament at LSU.
Yeah.
So, and neither did Fultz, the other kid. So when he was at Washington. So they have no postseason experience, even in college.
Right.
So I'm not going to just give them the benefit of the doubt. And by the way, how many championships did James Harden and Kevin Durant and Russ Westbrook win?
0.
0. Went to one
it doesn't
finals.
insure you anything.
So that doesn't insure anything. I've seen Kyrie do it. I trust Brad Stevens. I know that's not
It'll
part
be
of this
nice
question.
to have a nice Eastern Conference rival for the Celtics for years to come.
They could skill-wise, they're right there. I like what they have, but I'm not putting them above a guy that has hit the game-winning shot in the finals. And obviously, I have a crush on Tatum's game, and Jaylen Brown is excellent.
You can count Brad Stevens. He's what, 12?
Well, I mean, young, yeah,
so young.
young
Brad
core.
Stevens has the haircut of a 10-year-old.
He's really. We got to work on the hair. It's all right. I'm
Interesting.
picking
This Anthony Davis for Tatum and Smart. Would you do that?
Anthony Davis for Tatum and Smart. No.
You wouldn't do it.
No.
Really?
Well, what has Anthony Davis
He's
done
a
in
top
his
10
entire
player,
time
isn't
in the league?
You don't find 7-footers who hit a jumper and
Yeah, I'd think about it.
don't shave their eyebrows.
I mean, you put me on the spot with that. Initially, I would think about it, but I really like Jason Tatum.
What is it about everyone, young players, that you don't want to get rid of because that you feel like you have some sort of ownership right up?
Well,
so you're blinded by that?
Yeah,
like,
but
I'm not getting rid of Jackie Bradley Jr. A guy can't
Oh,
hit a
I'm
baseball.
getting rid of Jackie
Hey.
Bradley
Can't hit a
Jr.
baseball.
I'm getting rid of him.
Yeah.
But Anthony Davis just hasn't done much. I mean, how has he elevated that team?
He hasn't.
Really hasn't.
All right.
Ruthie?
All right.
Well, are you going to go Celtics?
Oh yeah, I'm going. Sorry, I didn't do
Because
my
Tatum's
answer.
from the Lou.
I'm counting Kyrie. Yeah, I'm counting Kyrie as part of that young core because you forget that he's 25. Yeah, he hit the game-winning shot in the NBA Finals. This dude is playing years beyond his age, and he counts because
Uncle
he's going to
Drew.
keep playing
Yep.
for a long time.
Yep.
Jason Tatum is surprising everyone and just being, not surprising, but he's playing up to all the hype. Jaylen Brown, just keep doing, whatever. I just think that, and also what they have going with their chemistry-wise, which we haven't been able to see with the 76ers quite yet because of injury, whatever. But you're seeing this core for the Celtics play really well together, so.
It's also worth noting the Celtics never really bottomed out. Brad Stevens had one bad year. The Sixers have been really bad for a long time.
Tatum, by the way, not the shot blocker Anthony Davis is, but he can rebound the ball, too.
Yeah.
So you're not.
We're going to positionless basketball. Everyone's just going to be 6'7" in the NBA going forward.
It's fine.
What do we got, yo?
Switching gears, Tiger
Woods, y'all.
Tiger Woods. Is he back?
Okay.
Listen, Marco.
That is an impossible question to answer right now. We're all hopeful. Here is why we are all so angry at Tiger Woods. What?
You sounded like a loved one was sick. Like we're hopeful. We're really, really.
We are. The reason that we are all so angry and also we carry the animosity in a way towards Tiger Woods is because in golf, it is the only game where the legends and the players of today, essentially the stars of today, can kind of find a common ground and compete against each other. It is the only sport where that realistically can happen. I guess you could throw Tom Brady into that, but he's about it. In basketball, you can't do that. You can't have, Michael and LeBron playing against each other. Never would have really happened because of the age difference. In golf, that was real. That is real. 41-year-old Tiger Woods should still be able to be close enough to his prime where him and Rory McIlroy and Jordan Spieth can battle on a Sunday at Augusta. And his injuries and his infatuation with the Army and military missions and these sim missions and running with the boots and the weighted boots screwed him up. You don't need to be an NFL safety to play golf. You don't need that kind of body. Go back to his body in 2000. It was the perfect golf body. Lean and limber, and he was able to swing.
Santa Daddy, you like the shirtless pictures of Tiger?
He got muscle bound.
We're just sitting back watching.
He got muscle bound, and he became too thick for his own good. That made him injury prone, and he lost all. And then obviously the affairs and his mentally he went down the tube. So that's all part of this. But had he still been able, he did so much for golf. Had he been able to stick, look at all the 40-year-olds still competing.
Yeah.
Kuchar.
There's a window there. I think for a while we all thought he wouldn't catch Jack, and I still think he won't.
He will absolutely not catch Jack.
I will be hopeful if he ever wins a major again. But there's a window of time based on his age where he can still be relevant in winning tournaments. Phil Mickelson is 46, 47 and is still there. Tom Watson almost won the British Open at like 50.
He was older than 50.
To answer your question, is he back? No. Is he potentially on the road to getting back? Hopefully. We've seen this time and time again. His last major win was the 2008 U.S. Open. That is nearing 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He was the Player of the Year in 2013. So that would have constituted as him being back, and he didn't do anything then. Here's the other thing about Tiger. He's sort of a fair weather on his comeback tour. The first time is back, he's withdrawing from tournaments. He's complaining. He's not doing media. He's a little bit of a bitch. All right. I can't say that. This is for the family.
It's for the fams. You said sex.
So yes, this is the perfect environment. We're in the Bahamas, perfect weather, not a whole lot of media.
Familiar with.
So it's like this perfect utopia for him, where he's having a good round. Made for TV event. Golf Network is like, we need Tiger because our ratings are probably 200% higher when he's relevant. So everything's kind of coming together for him. But we can't say he's back definitively. I think we all hope he's going to be back. But no, this weekend doesn't mean he's back.
Yeah, you all both said it all.
Well, let me just add that I didn't answer that part of it. He is not back as of this weekend. Of course not.
Right,
he did this last year. He was in contention.
Was he as emphatic about being pain-free in the past as he was this time around?
Maybe not. So that's a good sign.
Because it seems like health-wise, this is the best he's felt in a while.
That's a good sign.
He looks good. He's got a great golf body.
Keep in mind. Well, no.
But when he plays like the Memorial and hurts his back.
Keep in mind though that being back for Tiger, what's back?
What is back?
Being back for him, the bar was so high.
All I want is to be able to sit on my couch or in that office on Sundays and hit and be relevant. That's all I want.
If he can find a way to maybe consistently make a couple cuts, that's a pretty good spot for him. I don't think he's going to be at the top of the leaderboard every week. I hope I'm wrong, because at 41 you can still play golf, Kuchar and Mickelson and all these guys. But this weekend, it's so easy to fall in love with some of the shots.
Right.
But you just can't do it now. It's too early. Call me after the Masters and we'll talk.
And I think it's always been mental with him, right? He had that mental advantage over all his competitors all those years, and he's lost that since he drove his Escalade into the hydrant. So if he can get back mentally right, I think that'll go.
But everyone wants to see him back. It's not like, it's almost unlike. If Tom Brady had some situation similar to this, would everybody want him back?
No.
They'd all want him out.
Yeah, he's
but
pretty much
everyone wants Tiger back, even the young guys. We want Tiger, we love Tiger.
And I'm assuming the young golfers, because it makes their checkbook
Sure.
bigger. When
But I think the damage was done there, though. He already made them a lot of money,
Yes.
Tiger. But this is something, I mean, if he could be, it would be so huge to watch him on a Sunday with Rory when he's actually playing.
Huge.
When he's actually playing well.
All right, what's our last topic?
Last topic.
We have another
Going
one?
back local. Super Bowl picks. Woo woo! I love high school football.
We did this on the Thanksgiving Day Blitz.
I know. I got called out this week.
Oh, yeah. Which
got
coach
called
called you out?
Called out?
Coach Gil Martin at
NK.
NK.
All right,
What'd
let's
he
set the
say?
stage.
Yeah,
D1
I'll tell you.
is Hendricken, LaSalle. Hendricken's won 7 in a row.
Who are you going with?
They win every. I'm going with Hendricken.
I'm going Hendricken.
By that logic, I should have picked PC. Until you prove me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going with Hendricken. What do you guys got?
I will say that I haven't gotten to see LaSalle play as much as I've gotten to see Hendricken play, but there were a couple teams that I really was rooting for against to maybe just alter the kilter a little bit
Right.
with Hendricken, but it's just a different ball game with those guys.
Did they lose this year?
No.
They haven't lost.
They haven't lost in
I
like
think they lost to
6 years.
LaSalle a few years ago.
In the
2 years
regular
ago.
season.
In this.
Who you got?
Hendricken.
All right, D2. I think I'm
No,
almost
do
more
your-
pumped
do you wanna do
about
your,
Moses Brown and NK.
You want to do Cranston East Portsmouth?
We did this on Thanksgiving. I think I picked
Cranston
Cranston
East.
East.
I think I did too, but we love that Kyle B show. Give him a
B-show.
shot. B show.
I like
Give him a shout
Patriots,
out.
yep.
All right, D2. NK Moses Brown, NK undefeated, never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Have
Never
been to
won
the
a Super
ship
Bowl.
since '93. Moses both have awesome offenses.
Coach
Throw the ball up.
Coach Gilmartin was on staff in '93, so
me.
he's
You
rooting
picked
for.
Moses Brown?
You picked
So
MB.
I picked Moses Brown, but called it would be an upset. Like I think NK has the advantage, but I called Moses Brown the upset. And when I went there this week, Coach Gilmartin was like, "Well, heard you picked Moses Brown." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "No."
Big viewer, big fan.
Well, he said his assistant coaches told him, they're like, "Don't let her come."
I'm going NK, but this is a pick'em game.
I'm going NK. People from South
Perfection.
County, they don't like leaving South County. They got to come all the way up here to play, so they're going to be angry. They win this game.
And then the Juanita co-op against Burrowville. Can't go against
Burrowville, the
Broncos.
Bronx.
The Bronx, love them.
football
I haven't
town.
seen
It's a
Juanita
powerhouse.
play. Really, I mean, I've seen her highlights and they look phenomenal. It's going to be a great match. I think all games
Burrowville's
are going to
gonna
be
win
They
big.
great.
can bench press 146 up in Burrowville. There's all those guys.
146, isn't it? What's the two plates? 145, right?
Well, it's up
Pete,
here.
what's
It's
two
off of
plates on
146. It's
benching?
off of
145. 135. The two
No, I was
45s,
talking
that's
about
90
the-
plates. 45. 135.
I was talking about the road
Oh,
146.
they can bench 146.
There's just a lot of strong guys up there.
North
I love
Attleboro on the
Burrowville.
Super Bowl tonight. They're gonna win.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm
Red
heading there now.
Rocketeers.
Who do they
Red
got?
Rocketeers.
Central Catholic.
Shout out Stacey James' son.
Who's listening right now?
Yeah, I hope Stacey watches
Big
this.
fan.
Yeah,
'cause
North
I-
Attleboro all the way in this one.
Yeah.
The only game they've lost this year was to a team. I forget if it was KP, but they're in the Super Bowl in Division 2.
Ah.
It's the only game they lost. So
Our
they're a good
resident
team.
Mass High School football guy, Mark Dondero. All right, we got to rock.
Yeah.
It's Friday,
It's Marion.
4:30.
Yeah, let's rock. You can catch all editions of WPRI OOT on our website, WPRI.com. Make sure you listen to our podcast. You can download it at iTunes.
Leave a review. We have 0.
Leave a review. Give us some
Like, hey,
hype.
these guys and girls are great.
Maybe
They
5
must
stars.
listen.
A couple of stars. Just throw them. Some pity stars. Anyway, we will see you next time.